Welcome back, everybody, to another tear-jerking episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. That's right, I'm gonna be fighting back the tears on this one, ladies and gentlemen. I woke up and seen that everybody's favorite troublemaker from Home Improvement's been sentenced to jail. Maybe even prison, and this is in California, man. That's not good. I'll break all that down here in 1 second, not to mention a couple other stories to go along with it. So as always, if you're new to the channel and enjoy all things lockup and crime related, then this is absolutely where you need to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out my playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today. Alright, here we go. The troublemaking Dodge Viper driving Zachery Ty Bryan has been sentenced to 16 months in jail following his February 2024 arrest on DUI charges. The Home Improvement actor, 44, received the sentence on Monday, February 23rd, which stems from the 2024 incident in which the actor was arrested in La Quinta, California, and charged with felony DUI and misdemeanor for allegedly contempt of court. Now keep in mind, he was sentenced in California, and over here in Virginia, the wording is very important. Like if the judge were to say you got sentenced to 1 year, in 4 months, chances are you're going to prison because the judge said 1 year. But if the judge says like 16 months, chances are you're going to stay in the jail because he said months. And I'm thinking that's how they're going to roll over there in the California side of things. I don't think Zach's going to be going to prison unless some of these other charges that he's still facing could possibly do it. But it continues saying, according to court records, Bryan was rearraigned on February 23rd and struck a plea deal with the prosecutors after he pleaded guilty to the DUI charge. He also admitted to an enhancement related to having 2 prior DUI convictions per the records. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, 1 DUI might get a little slap on the wrist, but you start getting 2, 3, 4, or 5, man, you're running prison time. We just covered a story the other day. Dude was like 50 and they gave him 40 years for like his 10th DUI or something like that. He's gonna die in prison because he couldn't put down the damn bottle. But Bryan's also due in court in Lane County, Oregon on March 2nd for a probation violation hearing in connection with a domestic violence conviction from July 2023. And look, we've been covering all of his arrest cases since day 1. So if you want to run it back, go ahead and type in Zachery Ty Bryan Lockdown 23 and 1. They should all come up. I'll have them pinned up here in the video too along the way. At the time, he was arrested by the Eugene Police Department following a report of physical dispute. He was held in Lane County Jail on assault in the 4th degree, 3rd degree robbery, and misdemeanor harassment charges.
She literally said, she's like, I'm going to put you in jail.
Why?
I don't know, because she's a f***ing psychopath.
I know, but how does that conversation come up? Like,
you just have to read it, dude. Read it. It's in my phone. She has my phone, but it's in my phone. She's like, I'm gonna put you in jail, and I'll come see you. That's literally what she says.
And I'll come see you?
Yeah, like basically like put me behind bars, and then yeah, it's so f***ed up, dude.
And this has happened a previous time between you two?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
In October 2023, he pled guilty to felony assault in the 4th degree, constituting domestic violence. He was sentenced to 7 days in jail. Then on November 29, 2025, he violated his probation from a prior domestic violence charge in Oregon. Bryan and his fiancée were both arrested that day. His fiancée, Cartwright, 32, was later arraigned and pled not guilty to 1 count of driving under the influence and 2 counts of recklessly endangering another person and 3 counts of reckless driving. I believe she tried to run him over. Zach, man, yeah, he's been having a lot of disputes with his old ladies. If I were to guess, alcohol and jealousy's at play. Horrible mixture. But Bryan denied the charges of violating his probation at his December 3rd arraignment. He was placed at the Lane County Community Corrections without bail and released on December 10th. On December 29th, he admitted to 3 probation violations, and his probation officer recommended that he serve the entirety of the 19 to 20 month sentence he originally faced in connection with the 2023 domestic violence conviction. He now awaits a hearing on March 2nd. And that one's going to make or break him, if I were to guess, depending on if he's going to end up going to prison. Can you imagine that, man? If he does, he's going to really, truly be living up to the troublemaker name. We can't be mad at him. I mean, in a way, we raised him. His troublesome activities has drawn our attention since '92. This is what he was born to do. But it's got to stop, Zach. It's gotta stop because we don't want to see you in prison, man. Put down the bottle, the crazy women, whatever it is that's causing you to do these things, man. Get away from it. Go hop in that damn Dodge Viper and show that damn idiot on Tokyo Drift who's boss. Can't believe you lost that race and ruined your dad's damn car. And lost your girl. It's breaking my heart, honestly, man. It really is. Grew up watching this guy in my treehouse. And when that went off, I put on Home Alone, man. Macaulay! The recent California sentencing and the forthcoming Oregon hearing came amid several arrests in the past 5 years.
Just do what you gotta do, man. You don't wanna do that? You need to try one more? Sleep. I got you. You wanna try it?
Give him some space, trooper!
Hey, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's one of those deals, okay? One of those deals. Okay?
So what happened was he pulled up and threw his light on me. I was parked like right here.
Yeah. Nice. Because your levels would be so much higher.
Yeah, it'd have been worse.
Right? Okay.
Sure.
But you still drove.
But that's
okay?
why. But that's why.
And you're still intoxicated right now. Okay? So this time you're gonna be busting arrest for DUI. Okay? So that's the time to turn around. What are you gonna tell you about that?
And I do believe the courts has had enough of old Zachery Ty Bryan, man. They're going to start smoking him. I believe it all began, though, in 2020 when he was initially charged with felony strangulation, fourth-degree assault, and interfering with making a police report after an argument with Miss Cartwright. He pled guilty to 2 misdemeanor domestic violence charges instead. He served 7 days in jail and was placed on 36 months of probation. He was then arrested, like we already said, July 2023, domestic violence charges. Then in 2024, he was arrested twice on a DUI-related charges, including the February 2024 arrest in La Quina. The second occurred in Oklahoma, October 2024. According to court records, he was arrested on 1 count driving a motor vehicle while under the influence and 1 count of driving with a license, canceled, suspended, or revoked. Less than a year later, in January 2025, he was arrested in South Carolina on second-degree domestic violence charges. He allegedly choked Cartwright and punched her in the face, according to the police report. Man, finally. This is one of those toxic-ass relationships, man. If you're to ask me, he might need to dip on off. You know, I'm always here rooting for the relationships because, you know, in the beginning, me and Brittany, we had a little rough start. I was young, fresh out of prison, you know, the drill. But, you know, damn near 20 years later, man, we're not the same people that we used to be. And our love is stronger than it's ever been, right? So, even if you're having a rough start, man, it could really end in a white picket fence. Even though I ain't got one yet, but one of these days. So, you know, I'm not here telling them to separate. They know each other's love and all that. But, you know, all this stuff happening within a 5-year span, something needs to change. He ain't learned his lesson. Maybe he needs to do some solid time in the old penitentiary. You know, I hate to say it. I don't wish that upon nobody, but that's what it took for me. 2 times, as a matter of fact. It took me 2 times going to prison to realize I don't want no damn parts of it. It's time to live that 100% square life and lay it down. At least until I got off probation, then I could be a rectangle again. Still a little squarish. But I'm out here, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed. I did say I had a couple other stories to go with this one, but I think I'm just going to dedicate it to old Zach. Stay tuned tomorrow, though, man. Oh, man. I got some sweet, juicy stories coming your way. One of them's about a CO that's worked with the jail for like over 20 years and just got fired and charged, I believe, with felonies for stealing honey buns, man. You ain't going to believe this. He said, I ain't do it. I'm a type 2 diabetic. I don't even eat those things. Yeah, right, man. Last 20 years you've been eating them. That's why you're a diabetic. I'm just playing. He's probably telling the truth. I don't know. As always, if you're new to the channel and enjoy, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave. And more importantly than anything, y'all be easy, be safe, and stay free.